Hello students, welcome to Learner's Planet. So in today's session, we will learn more about fiber and fabric. So let us discuss about cotton and jute in today's session. Yes, so the first plant fiber which we are going to study is cotton. Students, cotton is a natural fiber which is harvested from the cotton plant. So simple. Cotton obtained from cotton plant. And it is one of the oldest fibers cultivated by human beings. So basically, I just want to share one thing. You will be very amazed to know that farmers around the world produce a wide variety of natural fabrics and planting crops and rearing animals. So basically, plant fibers are obtained from plants' fruit, for example, cotton. Basically, these natural fabrics are generally considered more environmentally friendly than synthetics in their production and disposal. However, there is a great variation depending upon the fiber and the growing conditions. Many chemicals are used to contain pests and weeds. Chemicals are also used in the processing and dyeing, which can lead to water contamination. So these are made from natural fibers obtained from the sources like plants or animals. So plant fibers can be obtained from various parts of plant, as we discussed. And natural fibers are made from natural ingredients like plants or animal fur, and this includes cotton. Basically, natural fibers are breathable, they are renewable and biodegradable, and they are incredibly comfortable for human skin. So what is here we are discussing is about cotton. So cotton is also biodegradable, it is breathable, it is renewable, and it is incredibly comfortable for human skin. Cotton is one of the oldest fibers cultivated by human beings, with traces of cotton over 7,000 years old recovered from archaeological sites. Cotton is also one of the most used natural fibers in existence today, with consumers from all the classes and nations wearing and using cotton in a variety of applications. Like thousands of acres globally are devoted to the production of cotton, whether it be in New World cotton with longer, smoother fibers, or the shorter and coarser Old World varieties. But cotton is used, and it is very demandable. So basically, cotton plants are related to hollyhock and hibiscus and are grown in warm climates. Cotton fibers are up to 95% of pure cellulose and derived from a cotton plant. So the white fluffy fibers which grow around the plant's seed pod, you can see here in this picture, the white fluffy fibers grow around the plant seed pod, which is also called as bole. So what it is called as? Cotton bole, not the ball. So once mature, the bolls are picked and a cotton gin is used to separate the fibers from the seed. And depending upon the variety, cotton fibers vary in staple length and softness, but all are relatively durable. That is why they are so comfortable. Cotton does not insulate well, but it is extremely absorbent. Means this cotton which are plant fibers can absorb more than 20 times their weight in water, and the water will evaporate quickly. So because of the inelasticity of the fiber, Many cotton items are made from cotton which relax or grow over time, and it is needed to be reshaped after washing. So now we discussed many things about cotton, but now let us see what is the way to fabrics in cotton. That means how can we make or how can we get the cotton fabrics? This is very interesting process, students. Cotton is a very soft fiber that grows around the seeds of the cotton plant, and a variety of textile products are made from cotton. Like, first of all, there is a cotton ball. And as we discussed that boll, that is the cotton boll, is the plant's seed pod. So this boll burst opens, and after that chins, that means large steel combs, are made and they are passed on through cotton. Then gins separates fibers from boll, means it is a process. Gins or gins, it is a process named as ginning process. So this ginning process separates the fibers from boll, and then cotton is pressed tightly to make bales. Bales means it will make a compact bundle of cotton. So many such bundles are made, means many bales are made and prepared. And finally then cotton yarn is spun and woven into cotton fabric. Finally we can obtain cotton fabrics from a cotton ball. So this is just an overview. Now let us discuss about the production of cotton, how they are actually produced. Yes, first of all, we can see the picture. This is the picture of a cotton plant. The cotton plant is a shrub, right? This is a shrub, and it grows well in black soil and warm climate, as it needs only moderate rainfall. So it can grow well in black soil and in warm climate too. Then what is this? Yes, it is a cotton ball, obtained from a cotton ball or a cotton plant directly. And these are the cotton fibers, right? So basically this is the cotton ball, and this white color fluffy thing which you can see here are the cotton fibers. So the cotton plant has a small green fruit called the cotton ball, and the ball has seeds inside it which are surrounded by these cotton fibers. Finally, what is done then? Yes, when the cotton ball matures, here you can see the field of a cotton plant, and here you can see white color cotton fibers, and there are also small cotton bolls. So the cotton bolls are surrounded by these cotton fibers. That is why we are not able to see clearly the cotton bolls over here, but they are present. So when the cotton ball matures, it splits open and it exposes the raw cotton fibers. And once they expose the raw cotton fibers, the heat of the sun dries these fibers, right? And after the fibers have dried, the crop is harvested by this machine known as cotton fiber harvester. So what is this? It is a harvester. It is a machine from which the crop is harvested. And when are these crops harvested? Yes, when the cotton wool matures. After that, When it matures, it will expose the raw cotton fibers, and after that it will be dried by the heat of the sun. And so whenever they are dried, or we can say after the fibers have dried, the crop is harvested by the harvester. After this, which process is needed? Yes, you can see here, the fibers are spun using this spinning machine. So what is this? It is a spinning machine. So what will the spinning machine do? Yes, the fibers are spun using spinning machines to form a cotton yarn. So what will it form? A cotton yarn. Right? I'm writing over here for you. It will form a cotton yarn, and yarn is then woven to make cotton fabrics. So finally, cotton yarn to cotton fabrics will be made. And in the last picture, what you can see, what we can obtain? Yes, this is the raw cotton. Or we can say we can obtain raw cotton, but this is a picture of a ginned cotton, which is obtained by ginning process. Right? So what we can say, that raw cotton and ginned cotton both are obtained by the process of ginning, because ginning is done to separate the cotton fibers from seeds. Always remember this, that ginning process is done to separate the cotton fibers from the seeds. So when harvester is the machine which harvests the crop, after that the fibers are spun using spinning machines to make a cotton yarn, and then this yarn is woven to make cotton fabrics. So once they are done, the people are done with cotton fabrics, they will make raw cotton and ginned cotton by ginning process, because ginning process will separate the cotton fibers from seeds, and so we can obtain cotton. You might have noticed the cotton which is in your home, which is at your home, right? And cotton is used in many things, in various ways. So basically, let us now discuss about ginning. What is actually ginning while this raw cotton and ginned cotton are made? Yes, once cotton is harvested, it is sent for ginning, where the fibers called as lint are separated from seeds. So remember this, that after cotton is harvested, it is sent for ginning process, where the fibers, the cotton fibers called as lint, are separated from the cotton seeds. And then this separation is brought about with the help of strong air currents. So separation is basically done by air currents. And the fibers are cleaned and made into long thread-like strands, and these strands are spun with the help of spinning machine. So this process of making yarn from fibers is called as spinning, or we can basically write it as the process of making yarn from fibers, right? So basically yarn is then made into cotton fabrics by weaving, right? So have you ever made wigs for oil lamps? What do you use for making these wicks? And what are these wicks? Do you know that? Try to recall that in Diwali or in festive occasions, in festivals, the adults at our home make wicks for the oil lamps. So, what do we use for making these wicks? Yes, cotton is used, right? Cotton wool is used for filling mattresses, quilts, pillows, and also for making wicks. What you have to do, you have to take some cotton wool, pull it apart and look at its edges. What you can observe? The small thin strands. So what are these small thin strands? They are made up of cotton fibers. So where does this cotton wool come from? It is grown in the fields. Cotton plants are usually grown at the places having black soil and warm climate, which we discussed. Right? So do you know that which states of our country are there where cotton is grown? Yes, the fruits of the cotton plant are about the size of a lemon. And after maturing, the bolls burst open and the seeds covered with cotton fibers can be seen. Have you ever seen a cotton field that is ready for picking? Yes, it is a field which looks like a snow. Can you see here? Yes, it looks like a field covered with snow. So from these bolls, cotton is usually picked by hand or by machine. And fibers then are separated by combing from the seeds. So this is basically called as ginning. Ginning was traditionally done by hand, but these days machines are used for ginning. Right? So in India, cotton is grown in Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. So remember this. This is general knowledge for you. Right? So basically, the fabric, the cotton fabric, after finishing is made into cloths, bed sheets, towels, rugs, carpets, etc. Right? So all these things are made when once this cotton fabric is prepared. And after that they are made into various things. So this was all about cotton. Now I want to discuss one more interesting thing with you. And that is about, yes, that is about Mahatma Gandhi, father of our nation, who is fondly called as Bapu, who promoted the use of spinning charkha throughout India. Right? As we discussed, that charkha is actually called the spindle, which is used for spinning. So, Mahatma Gandhi was the one who promoted the use of spinning charkha throughout India. The charkha came to be recognized as the Indian symbol of self-sufficiency and independence all over the world. So it was our Bapu who promoted the use of spinning a charkha. How interesting it is. Right. So now we will discuss about the second plant fiber called as jute. So basically, jute fiber is obtained from the stem of jute plant and it is cultivated during the rainy season. So in India, jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. The jute plant is normally harvested when it is at the flowering stage, because the stems of the harvested plants are first immersed in water for a few days and then the stems rot and fibers are made. So to make jute fabrics, all these jute fibers are first converted into yarns. So what can we say about jute? Yes, jute is one of the strongest natural fibers. Jute is the bast fiber and it is obtained from the plants which are grown in monsoon climates. It is cultivated in India, or we can say that it has cultivated in India since ancient times. Jute is very much useful to us, right? So what is the way to jute fabrics? Yes, jute is basically obtained from the jute plant, that means its stem which contains fiber, and then this stem is cut down after flowering. After flowering, stem is cleaned and it is passed through the retting process, which we will discuss further. And this jute length is obtained, which is about 2.5 meter. After that, this jute is woven into jute fabrics, right? So finally we obtain jute fabrics from the jute plant, that means the stem of the jute which contains fiber. So can you see the process of jute fiber to make jute fabrics, right? So this is just an outline. Now let us discuss about jute in detail, how it is produced, what is production of jute. Yes, first of all we should know that jute is a fiber which is obtained from the bark of the jute plant, and it can be grown in a number of soil types ranging from the clay soil to sandy soil, and almost 80% of the world's high quality jute comes from Bangladesh. So India, Bangladesh, China, Nepal and Thailand are the main producers of jute. So remember always that jute produces, or jute grows best in loamy soil, right? Loamy soil means it is a mixture of sand, silt and clay. So as we discussed that it can be grown in a number of soil types ranging from clay to sandy, but it grows best in loamy soil, which is a mixture of sand, silt and clay. So jute grows best in loamy soil, sandy soil and also clay soil. So remember this, sandy soil and clay soil, right? So what is done? First of all, you can see here, this is a jute plant. So in comparison to cotton plant, how much tall it is, right? So a jute plant first grows 6 to 10 feet in height. And it has no branches. As you can see here, it has no branches. So the stem of the jute plant has a thick bark. This stem has a thick bark that has fibers inside it. So jute grows well in regions where it rains a lot. Finally, what is done then? These jute fibers are obtained from the stem of the plant by the process called as retting. What is done in retting? Jute fibers are obtained from the bark of the plants, which are naturally glued together by a sticky substance. So it is a natural thing that jute fibers which are obtained from the bark of the plants are naturally glued. Glued means already sticky, right? And this sticky substance needs to be removed in order to obtain the fibers. So what is done? that bundles of the fiber, of the jute fiber, are dipped in water which rots the stems and separates the fibers. And that is why it is termed as the retting process. So what is retting? It is what the bundles of fiber, that is the jute fiber, are first dipped in water. Now when we dip it in water, what happens? Yes, it rots the stems and separates the fibers, right? And that is why it is termed as the process called as retting. And after that, jute fibers are used for making a number of products such as jute sleepers, jute bellies, hats, kurtis, ropes, mats, sacks for packing and storing grains. All these are the jute products, right? So I hope you are clear with this production of jute, right? So let us revise it again. Yes, it is one of the strongest natural fibers, and it is the bast fiber which is obtained from the plants grown in the monsoon climates where it need to have a lot of rain. Means it grows well in the regions where it rains a lot. And jute is obtained from a plant called as patsun, P-A-T-S-U-N. So it is obtained from a plant called as patsun. So it grows in low-lying land with clay soil which gets plenty of rainfall, and its outer part of its stem contains fibers. So when flowers appear, the plant is cut and it is immersed in a clean pond or slow-running streams, in which the process will separate the fibers. That is why it is called as retting. So the length of the jute fiber is obtained, which is up to 2.5 meters. And then this jute is used to make packaging material for storing grains. Even it is used to make sacks, bags, and even cloths, mats, ropes, and rugs. It is one of the cheapest natural fibers. And India, Bangladesh, and Thailand are the main or the major jute producing countries of the world. So this was all about the plant fibers. We discussed about some of the plant fibers, that is cotton and jute. And I hope you are clear with the production of cotton and jute. So it is not easy to produce such things. That means to produce fabric or to prepare fabric from fiber. It is very easy to wearn the cloths made from these fabrics, but it is not easy to make cloth, right? So we will meet in the next session. Till then, keep learning, keep enjoying. Bye.